welcome. I'm Roxanne Glauser, and I want to welcome you to this episode of ArtSmart. Today we're going to be drawing a fish. So ArtSmart is brought to you by Whirlidurb, and students, I want you to get your sheets of paper, get your pencils ready, because we have got a great, quick little fish, so easy, and you'll be able to add some details to it and make it your own. Remember, listen carefully to my instructions, be prepared to work hard, try your best, and to practice. If you want to get good at anything in life, you have to practice, and that's especially true with drawing. So 5 or 10 minutes a day, and before long, you'll be creating your very own master creations. So get that set up, because what we're going to be doing is we're going to start with just a plain sheet of paper. If you want, you can fold yours into fourths so you can practice and draw your fish 4 times. I do recommend that because then you get really, really good at it. So here we go. We are going to get started on our fish. Now what I'm doing is I have a smaller sheet of paper that I folded into 4 parts. So I'm going to just draw 1/4 of it. And our simple little fish is going to, he's going to come together pretty quickly. What I'm going to do for our simple fish is he's going to take up almost all of my little quarter sheet of paper. And what I like to do is I like to plan. So here's where the tip of my fish is going to be. I'm going to put a little dot here. And the top of this little circle, I'm going to put a little dot up here, a little guide dot is what I call it. And it's going to come in here. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here so I'll kind of know the size of my fish, and then I'm going to put a tail on him. I'm going to put a little fin up here at the top, a little fin at the bottom. So those are going to be kind of my guide dots. So those of you that are working in pencil, there you go. So what you'll do is this first part has this nice big curve on it. So I'm starting back here at this dot, and I'll come around. I'm coming around there. So we've got a nice curve for the top part of that fish. Down here's the bottom of his body, and so I've got a curve that's coming around this bottom part. Now they're not going to meet because I'm going to do this kind of big mouth because he's going to be chasing someone else. So here we go. So we've got a nice big curve at the top, nice curve at the bottom. So I show you that because sometimes I like to do my curves in pencil, and then I can come and finish them out with that nice black marker there. Back here, what we're doing, we're going to start up here at this dot, and I'm going to just curve down until it touches that line. I'm going to start here, I'm going to come up until it touches there. And then over here, if you want to put a little curved line coming down for that little tail, maybe add a few lines coming in. I always like to have a few lines of detail there. Now over here, we have it open. So what we're going to do is we're going to have his mouth here, and it's going to curve in right about here. So I'm going to do this little curved line. It comes out. So it's curving up that way. And then it's going to curve down to that one. So we've got kind of in and out. Almost, look at that. It almost looks like a fin. And then we're going to do another one. We're going to curve back up this way. And this part, I'm going to add a little darkness to it. I like to add darkness, so that's his mouth there. And I know some of you might want to put a few little teeth on him. If you want a smiling little shark, you got one. Not shark, but a fish. And we're going to put a big eyeball over here. Put a little pupil in his eyeball. Oh my goodness, doesn't he look like he's chasing somebody? Up here from the top, I'm going to come down. See, I'm going to curve down. And this one, I'm not going to come straight down. I'm going to add a little curve around. So we've got that top fin up there. Down here below, I want my below fin about that far down. And I'm going to curve on. And see what, I put those guide dots on, so that helps me keep my fish on the paper. So there's my little fish. And what I'm doing, since I added that Sharpie drawing on here, I'm going to clean it up, taking a few of my little pencil marks off. And so there's the basics of my fish. Now, if I wanted, I could add more little fish around behind him, like in a school of fish. If I want to, I can put a few little bubbles coming up. Maybe they go off of the top here. Got a few little bubbles coming up there. I might want to add a little detail here. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I might want to just add to where we have like some fins on him. See what I did there? It almost just goes touch, 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 touch. And then I like to rotate him. And so what you're going to be doing for those the scales, you're going to be trying to touch that middle part because they're offset. And so then I'll go up and you're going to touch that middle part or go all the way off. So what you're going to do is you come here. I put my little marks because, I don't know, in the beginning it was just hard for me to figure out where those little bumps are supposed to go. All right? So that one kind of goes off the page. So you can do it again. And once you get good, you don't have to put the little marks on, but I do like them to kind of help me out. Oh, look, that added a little bit to it. So then if you want to put, little fish back here in the background, you might do little fish like this, put a little tail, a little eyeball, put a little fin on them back there, little tiny ones going. So you might see one over there. You might want to just put a little water around him, a little context there. And before you know it, you have quite a nice fish. Now, one thing, I've forgotten to do this a couple times. Go ahead and you can sign your artwork if you like. Sign mine down here at the bottom. And that's okay. If you don't know how to write in cursive yet, you can still write your name there. Because when you create your art, you want to make sure that people know that that is your art. So what we've created today, that's just a really quick, simple fish. And what I did was I actually found one kind of similar to this, but they just have the outline. And it was a cute little fish, but it wasn't that interesting. So some of the details that I added to it to make it interesting, and this is what you want to do, and this is how you develop your flair and your style as an artist. What I did back here, I know that how those kind of tails come in, and sometimes you'll see like those little bones. So I did some little straight lines there. What I did was the original one I saw didn't have the teeth in it. So this one does work for me. It's got little teeth. It looks like he's maybe a predator trying to get something to eat. And then we have just adding this to add those scales on. Some of you younger students might have read Rainbow Fish. And so this is how you could draw kind of an adaptation of Rainbow Fish. You can put other little fish back here. You might put some back there, maybe some plants. Maybe it's an ocean fish. Those are some other ideas of things that you can add into it, because that's what you want to do, is add those bonus details into your drawing, because that's when it starts to make it your own. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this. This is a quick and easy way to draw a really awesome fish. Maybe you'll write a story to go along with it. Color it and details, get that great illustration, and then a little story, maybe a play about fish. Take it and launch it into something. My name is Roxanne Glauser. Hope you enjoyed this episode of ArtSmart, and keep drawing. Bye-bye.